Yeah.
and Dr. Singh and our manager Imran Bhai.
Imran, and then there's Vipray on my right. Then there's Yajna and Billy.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay.
So sir, let us take it forward from here.
Yes, yes.
Tell me. So, okay, you please go ahead with your agenda, sir. Let us start.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm really pleased to be talking to you like we last discussed. Let's have an exchange
Yeah,
so that you'd understand well what Mauritius is doing. But
yeah.
you know, to start, I must say it in your language. Shubha Vikal. Okay, good afternoon. And now, I get near to be seated near you. Now you understand me. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to have the presentation online. Okay, so that you can follow the PowerPoint. Okay.
Okay,
And
okay,
afterward, if there's any question, me and my colleague will be pleased to be responding to you.
okay.
Okay. Uh, well, one have to understand very well. Yes, me, I'm Girish. My name is pronounced Girish Bhaktuwan Singh. This is a British way of reading Bhaktavar Singh. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So who we are the Economic Development Board, and I want you to understand the way the setup is done in Mauritius. We have an agency, a government agency that falls under the Ministry of Finance. And at the moment in Mauritius, the Prime Minister is the Minister of Finance, so we fall under this office only. Well, we are engaged for the promotion of trade investment, strategic planning, business facilitation, and all. But what's important for you to know in Mauritius, because I don't want to go strictly on what the presentation says, but what's important for you to know and why we are here. We had a long history of relationship with India. We have a history of relationship, cultural exchange, etc. Today, like Indians, we are very, very happy to see India GDP increasing. India is ranked fourth in the world, I think second in Asia. So it makes us a lot of pleasure. But also true, Mauritius is a small country, okay? We don't have that big GDP like yours. But in terms of GDP per capita and Human Development Index, we are number one in Africa. And if we go by GDP per capita, we are second in Africa. Okay? And if we take it in terms of the African continent, we are 30th. And if you take it in the world, Mauritius is around 70. So this is an economy that has been developed taking into consideration, the development of the people. Okay, we have ensured there's a growing middle class, and the infrastructure under which we have been developing has been based one, human development, second, it be a stable, safe, predictable place, in terms of its socio-economic development. But this can happen when the wealth of the nation is increasing. And the wealth of the nation will increase if you have the conducive business environment and you know how to be competitive on international market. We're a small island, that's very true. So we had to compete since day one on the next day of independence on international market. So we have to compete on international market. I mean, Europe, basically, we started with England and France. So we took advantage of the multiple languages that we talk. All Mauritians speak English, all Mauritians speak French, all Mauritians speak also one Oriental language. Okay, it can be Hindi, it can be Urdu, it can be Tamil, Telugu, Chinese, Mandarin, because Mauritius is a multiracial society. So we have all type of people. So this have enabled the economy to grow and to get the GDP now growing to 12,000 and even now approaching 13,000. What we did, we started a very poor country. We were in agriculture only, the cultivation of sugarcane. But since day one, despite we don't have any raw material sources, we have been pushing for the development of our industry, of our tourism, of our financial services. We had an African strategy. We developed new type of export. We even goes on developing medical devices, different type of industry, energy, etc. This have enabled our economy to grow. So this effort of ours with that mindset, of only not looking only for ourselves, like vis-a-vis our clients, to be caring, to be sharing, to ensure that employees are happy, then they can produce more. And we won a number of international accolades. Mo Prime Index, we have been first for a long time, or second. We, in terms of democracy index, in terms of peace index, we have got a number of indexes on international level where we lead it. And even at one moment, an ease of doing business, okay? So we were among, 12, no, 12 countries in the world. So the economy has been developing on traditional sectors, which have been there, new sectors that we want to diversify, and of course, innovating always. The rationale is simple: listen to the clients, what they are looking for, satisfy their exigencies, and develop new sectors. When we talk with India, when we see what India has been doing, you are practically been manufacturing most of your products. Until yesterday, it was for India. Now you are even exporting. India has been growing economically into a superpower. But what's important for us, what we are telling to our Indian counterparts, like you are a very old Chamber of Commerce, I'm sure there are members that are there since a very long time. See, Mauritius may be small. We have a big exclusive Indian Ocean zone. We have a big African market next to us. We have devised a necessary ecosystem that enable industries that come to Mauritius to even serve that particular sector. I apply to both what I say, products and services. So there are a number of sectors. At the moment, I've seen a lot of interest in light engineering, in renewable energy coming to Mauritius, more high tech. And from Mauritius, they're reaching out for the market in Africa. So it's a whole ecosystem built around different sectors that we have identified, we have crafted, we have nurtured, and that we even dominate that one sector. Let me tell you, Mauritius, we don't plant, we don't grow cotton, we don't have sheep, but yet we are a major African exporter of apparel. We export not only to the region, South Africa, we export to France, England, we dress the football team. We even manufacture a number of products. We have products that we do here in the optical industry. We manufacture lenses. We manufacture even parts for aircraft, like O-rings. We have different industry emerging, be it in the renewable energy, be it those that are already established, be it those that do aquaculture, even having, certain product being exported to USA. So it's a whole ecosystem that keep going from here. And this is the picture of what Mauritius does. We have been able to develop a number of enterprises, large category 62,000. We're exporting, nearly 100,000, 500 product lines to more than 100 countries. It has got a domestic export of 60 billion Mauritian rupees. We have a very well developed textile and apparel sector with vertically integrated companies. Today, our companies are telling, let's make, t-shirts that are eco-friendly. They do a lot of type of product, from t-shirts, from coats, from shoes, from swimwear, a number of products in that category being done. In terms of fish and fish preparation, tuna, a number of products that we are having here from factories exporting up to UK. So a number of products are in different category. I won't go into all that details, but understand we have been able to penetrate markets like I could see in that PowerPoint. I wanted to give you a glance. 10 exporting markets, be it France, be it United Kingdom, be it South Africa, be it USA, be it Spain, Netherlands, Italy, Kenya, Madagascar, okay, a little bit now to India that we are trying to push, okay. It's a highly competitive market, but know that our approach has always been to know the segment in the market that we identified for our products, and then obviously tailor the product for this particular segment that we export, that we dominate in that segment, that we maintain long-term relationship. I want to tell you, the first company that came here to do textile and apparel, it was the company that came from Hong Kong in the 1970s. They came to do gloves, but today they are a vertically integrated enterprise, manufacturer high-end garments, T-shirts that they are exporting up to USA. So just to tell you, this is a bit the approach that we have when investors come to our place. And their second, third generation never went back to Hong Kong. They stayed in Mauritius. Market is important. Mauritius may be small, but we have a number of nearly 70% of world population in terms of preferential market access because we have a number of agreement with UK, agreement with EU, agreement with Africa, agreement with USA that enable products manufactured in Mauritius to either export duty-free or at preferential access. India and China both are the first countries, we are the first countries in Africa with which they signed a India professional agreement and China a free trade agreement. Our challenge these days how to give a dimension, a new dimension to the excellent Mauritius India cooperation that we are having. We are very strong politically, historically, culturally, but we want to bring this relationship now in terms of economy. So the agreement called Comprehensive Economic Cooperation and Partnership Agreement have been signed since 2021 with components of export of trading goods, trading services, etc. in it. But the export is still less, 1.8 billion. We import a bit more. And yes, FDI come basically from up to now Europe. And that's why we want to share what are the advantage of this ecosystem. Why can we see that direction? We want to grow our private sector. Why in our private sector? We are Mauritian, of course. We are French. We are European. We are South African. But why not Indian? Why not Indian be part of this particular private sector of ours through the manufacturing of a number of quality products that can reach out the African market to us? Asian market is very competitive. Okay, it's becoming more and more cost sensitive. Okay, and whereas this is a new market emerging with the emergence of the middle class in Africa, so they are coming out with new products. Someone came from India lastly to me and tell me, Girish, you are right. We have to do complex manufacturing, and he came and proposed me. I'm willing to do products like I can export maximum to Africa. He's doing architectural glass. Someone else come and see me, say, I want to assemble, electric bicycle here and then export to the African market. Or someone else come to see me and say, I'm using your Freeport for the generic medicine that I manufacture in India so that this medicine can reach out, different clients that I'm having in the region. So it's an opportunity to take advantage of what Mauritius is offering. The preferential access have given some, opportunities, some specialized market access offer for motion entrepreneur. Okay, the medical instrument is duty free. Okay, the sunglasses is duty free, quota free, and then there are conditions that apply for the other products that are mentioned, be it garments, wine, beer, rum, etc. The Mauritian operators have been telling us, we do one of the best rum that wins so many awards, in the international competition. But the challenge is to get the distributor. Every state in India, the conditions is not same, despite that we have the preferential access, and they need to have reliable people with which they can work. So there are products from Mauritius whom we feel can definitely be able to be exported on the market, but they need the right type of connection with the type of people they need. Yes, Mauritius is also an investment place for Indians. Okay, we have a number of products that where one can invest in Mauritius. I've seen in the medical devices people coming, with a number of projects with regards to implants. On that part of the world, there's no focal point for medical device. Ireland is a focal point in Europe. Mexico is a focal point in Northern America. On the African region, Mauritius want to build the ecosystem to be the focal point in the manufacturing of medical devices and all. There are people who are coming to opening different type of super specialized clinic, in view to get clients that come from the region. Yes, There's also a big industry of automotive in South Africa. That's why we want to manufacture parts for this particular industry. There are definitely, I've seen one company in India discussing, with regards to tailor-made, um, car seat cover used by branded cars. Okay, I've seen companies in Mauritius engage more and more in the light engineering. Okay, be it in a number of products that in India they are very strong and that they can use Mauritius to do, or even products with regards to eco-friendly technologies being used, be it for recycle, renewable energy, and all. So India has a long street textile apparel. They have been doing textile apparel, I don't know since how long. Can you imagine? In Africa, there's very few spinning and weaving mill. In Mauritius, we're having, but in the African region, they have to import from China, from Asia, and then against a higher tariff. So this could be opportunity also for those who wish to move to Mauritius. But how to attract these investors? And these investors have been attracted as the basis of a number of incentives. Mauritius give a number of incentives, whether it's fiscal or non-fiscal. This is a country where you have free movement of capital. This is a country where one can own a foreign company. Okay, so 100% allowed. But coming to the companies that investing in Mauritius, there's no import duties, no export duties. The tax on exports of goods is only 3%. Our general tax is 15%. Even the VAT on raw materials that are being used for product export are reimbursable. There's VAT exemptions on 3D technologies. Of course, tax-free dividends. Okay, so we are even given investment certificate. We are given 8-year income tax holiday for companies that are engaged in the manufacturing of high-tech products. So there are a number of conditions, even for companies that's coming here to invest 500 million to benefit, and the number of incentives that can be further discussed. Okay, so lastly, in order to beat competition, in order that we wanted to differentiate ourselves in our category of products that we do, we wanted our products, to reach the market fast. So we came out with a trade promotion and support scheme. Of course, it applies for a number of products. It applies for country of export in Europe, USA. We were refunding 60% fund on basic airport costs. And in view to encourage, more business with Africa, vis-à-vis 47 eligible ports, we have been refunding 25% of basic freight costs. So we come with a number of initiatives where we help companies in view to give them the comfort to do business outside Mauritius and to be competitive. We never see the competition have an X factory. There are two things which is very important that I highlight. We never see Mauritius, oh, the market is 1.3 million people. This is small. Hey, when it's small, that doesn't mean that this is the market. Our market is where the boundaries go beyond. The big African market, the big market where we have preferential access, be it in Europe or else. Our market is big. Coming too slow, too small, every beautiful place small. Paradise is small. Mayapur Dam is small. Darjeeling is small. All these places are small. So we are talking about seeing, the potential of this place. And second thing, which is important, is with regard, the way we craft the scheme in order to beat competition. When we encourage our companies to use by air in order to export, is we never calculate the different product offer by X factory price. The product offers calculate export of entry. So we encourage them to export CIF and we give them this 60% refund. Their product go faster. Their product beat the competition in our category. Clients are happy. Royalty are developed. So it's a continuous, consistent, and credible relationship. It's never a selfish relationship. It's a relationship where we see the bigger picture. People visiting Mauritius as tourists are coming since 1917 Mauritius. On a yearly basis, I could see many. The loyalty factor is important. People doing business in Mauritius, big companies in Europe or not, they have been doing business with Mauritius, purchasing from Mauritius since 25, 30 years, and they maintain that relationship. This has helped us enormously in our development. We came with a new concept called Mauritius Freeport in 1992 for companies who wish to do business without they have to pay duty to enter Mauritius, contrary to a domestic company. The product come at the Freeport, and at the Freeport they can re-export to a number of countries where they are clients. And that's the reason why you find big companies, Decathlon and all these companies coming with big turnover, okay, because they are using the port to bring product from anywhere, be it Asia, be it Australia, be it anywhere, and exporting whether to the region or else. So this evolution of the Mauritius free port with dedicated free port zones near the airport or near the harbor has been working very well, in so much so that we have been even, recognized in different distinction among by FDI magazine as one of the top free zone in the region of Africa. The corporate tax is only 3%. And we do allow a number of businesses that can be done in the free port. It's not only, companies from one company from India was telling me, I use the free port because at least I can do the new packaging here, get the packaging in French, and send the product in French African countries. Okay, others are doing some added value in it, and even companies, doing the minting and the refining of precious metal using the free port to bring their raw materials from Africa, use Mauritius and exports else than towards Dubai. So this concept has been working well because it's a shift towards value-added activities, and this has enabled Mauritius, of course, to develop. Today we have nearly 135 operators in this sector. The Freeport developer are those who develop the infrastructure in order that they rent afterwards, okay, to different operators. There are those that develop for themselves, for their companies, and those that develop for rental. From perspective of Mauritius, since Howrah is a harbor near you and Mauritius is having port risk, one of the busiest ocean is Indian Ocean with the number of boats that goes through. We have a companies from France called Chantier Naval de l'Océan Indien that just work on the repair or making of new boats. And they are very strong. They are doing even boats that are using, the solar panels. And they are selling their boats even up to countries in Latin America and Mexico. So there are all type of companies that using the port, and this is bringing the necessary revenue also to Mauritius Limited. Yes, in the port, that's what I was telling you, the number of activities that are authorized, where the warehousing, where the sorting, grading, where the storage and repair, the vault services, the export and re-export, the shipbuilding, the light assembly, the labeling, packing. So all these activities are authorized activities in the free port, and it happens that it is EDB itself, which is the regulator for Freeport, and it is us who issues the certificate as per the Freeport Act. In EDB, we have different directorates. I just touch a bit on directorate. We do not fall under me. We fall under my colleagues. We have a very reputed and trusted international financial center. The financial center have got a number of distinction. No need to say that it facilitates that exchange market for foreign. Ours has a distinction to be a no capital gain tax regime, no exchange control here. It's a low tax jurisdiction, and it is we do allow repatriation of funds, okay, without any taxes. And can you see the amount of investment that goes through the Mauritius International Financial Center, okay, coming from India, 36.4 billion USD, okay? So a number amount of money, whether it's inward investment or outward investment, in total for direct investment of these global companies in Mauritius, 367.5 billion USD. The direct outward investment is 348.4 billion investment. This sector have a dedicated directorate with a director, with a team. Of course, any interest in this sector will be passed to the responsible of this sector. We are developing our healthcare. When we say that we are developing medical devices, okay, there are more than medical devices, of course, but the medical devices have reached a level that what we do, we export so much so to France, to USA, but also to Israel and even to India. Okay, also, and this is amazing for us as a small country. We can do that. So we are manufacturing catheter, breast implants, orthopedic devices as per international norms that WHO looks for. So we have a number of components, be it in terms of investment coming in private clinic, private hospital, be it in terms of clinical trial research being done in Mauritius, be it in residential care home, because now Mauritian people, they have less kids. When the kids grow, so they need to go to different residential care home, or even the cosmetic manufacturing, or even companies, a few that's using our free port when it comes to pharmaceutical products. We have the ICT BPO industry. A number of companies are here, okay, from different parts of the world, taking advantage of Mauritius. We have a strong telecommunication infrastructure and internet penetration of 178%, number of companies, and there are a number of investment opportunities in the different sectors in it, especially the emerging one, be it blockchain, electronic payment, cybersecurity, digital health. At DDB, there's a dedicated department that look after this particular sector, and obviously there are a number of opportunity. The opportunity of quite diverse, even from perspective of data centers, IT services, emerging technologies, AI, BPO's voice, KPO. Okay, there are a number of opportunities, and even companies from Mauritius, those in the ICT, are serving clients in the African region. This is what they do from perspective of Mauritius. We have a growing education hub. We wish to have some big universities from India that come here. Okay, they are setting up, international universities, having a branch in Mauritius. What we want to establish is center of academic excellence. This is a country that speaks English, French, and Oriental language. I always say, why can't we have a big center where multi languages are being taught here? And this would have been a big opportunity for even, people from different parts of the world come on these small paradise islands, learn, we are known for our diversity, we live diversity, or even from India, when I see the industry of ours, how they suffer in terms of getting people that need to be more technical and probably technical and vocational education, so using Mauritius to attract even Africans to come to Mauritius. So there are the different investment opportunities in it. Mauritius care. Mauritius doesn't develop in a haphazard way. Okay, we care. We care for people. We care also, when it comes to planet Earth, Mother Earth. We care. We are a small island development state. We come with policies where we are pushing our companies to adopt solar panels, to adopt sustainability, to make it, to be responsible, promote, low carbon transport solution, promote, rainwater harvesting, promote, the reduction of greenhouse gases. It's never like development at any cost. Development within a particular ecosystem. Development that not only bring money, make you happy. Not you have to be happy, the next generation have to be happy. We have to ensure that the soul within each of us keep on shining. It's not only feeding, but developing in a healthy way so that, we can still remain, that key and star of Indian Ocean. Yes, we are governed by law. We are democracy since day one, since 1968 when we won independence. We are an African country that has been independent for a while. We have tried to adopt at each turn good governance, high ethical standard practice. We have a Supreme Court, which is the superior court of the island. We have a final appeal court, which is the private council of the king in England. We have a hybrid legal system with both the best practice that we have from British and French law practices that make our civil and common law. So, yes, this gives a lot of comfort to investors coming here when we say the country is peaceful, the country is safe, secure. It's also supported with what the system is all about. We don't want anyone to be frustrated out when it is in the system. There are always avenue to go if you have any conflict. There are even arbitration center. We have to ensure that people in the morning, when they get up, they smile. When they go back home, they smile. So that's why we don't say work, work, and work in Mauritius. This will make Jack a dull boy. We say work, play, live. So we have come out with different, proposal for investors. We have reduced the amount of money because our point is to get, of course, a quantity of quality people with the best ideas. And investors, need to, in order to come out with a project, need to show proof of fund at the start of 50,000 US dollar to get the investor certificate for 10 years. Professional working for companies with a monthly salary of 1,500, even for self-employed, even retired non-citizens, so many from Europe are in Mauritius. The permanent residents, this is a bit more difficult because you need to have the clearance at the level of Prime Minister's office. During COVID, many people came to Mauritius and enjoy working, from the beach, from their hotels, while relaxing. Okay, so we came out with a visa. So want someone to decide who's working remotely or 1 year. So they enjoy the lifestyle of Mauritius, who work like digital nomads. And so many of them, while working 1 year or on the 6 month itself, they realize they have to bring their family or they realize they want to invest. They saw the opportunity, what they have been talking. Very fun from far, you say, no, no, it's small. But when you get it into the system, then you realize why small is always beautiful. Small are full of opportunities. Small is enabling you to experience another uh, lifestyle, lifestyle which is close to your dream, which is close to what you want or you want to achieve. In Mauritius, we have ensured that there's no hassles. EDB is a one-stop shop, sure, when it comes to investor, that comes to Mauritius, but also in the system itself. Setting up of company in Mauritius is something that are done in matter of days. In fact, to set a company, there is a well-defined route about what you need to do in terms of submitting your business plan, your company incorporation, which is taking hours. The number two company incorporation we have the different facility meeting. We help in identifying location, registration at custom, setup of the premises, because we don't want you only to set up, sit and relax. We want you to Mauritius. When you are in Mauritius, you see behind the horizons, grow, expand, have your expansion plan. And this is how we have got this quantity of quality enterprises in Mauritius that came from outside, that are Mauritians, that have been the second, third generation that is helping Mauritius to develop economically. Very difficult for me to say in a presentation of, 20, 30 minutes about what Mauritius is doing. And that's why I invite all of you to register on our virtual platform where all products that are manufactured in Mauritius are showcased. There are 250 booths in the Mauritius on the Mauritius Expo platform. There are nearly 85,000 visitors plus coming from 59 countries. So you just sent an email to the web query at adbmauritius.org, or you scan this Mauritius Expo, or you go into mauritiusexpo.com on your computer, okay? You'll get immediately a registration free of charge that I'm giving to you. So you'll be able to see and discover what we are doing at the as the island of Mauritius in that part of the world. So this is what we do. It's meaning a presentation that I've tried to summarize a bit what we do at the level of EDB, and obviously to incite your interest about your next visit to Mauritius to understand the directions you can go, the opportunities that can exist, and how EDB, as a focal point, as an aging government agency for promotion of export investment, can help facilitate, obviously, your visit in Mauritius. This bringing us even closer, whether from Calcutta to Mauritius. One thing is sure, we are both connected by the same Indian Ocean. So obviously, we are both Mauritius and Calcutta. We know very well that West Bengal also has undergone a certain is undergoing their own transformation, and Mauritius as his door opens for all those who wish to expand and to move further. So this is Mr. Kerry Rival, okay, a small presentation of mine, okay,
I,
and I would just
I, I
invite
fully
for your
appreciate.
comment.
I fully appreciate. It was a wonderful presentation. It was very detailed. And Mr. Girish Bhaktavan Singh, I appreciate the way you have presented your entire presentation. It is a complete message for us. And good afternoon to you. It's my honor and privilege to extend our best wishes from Kolkata, India, to you and your entire team of this Economic Development Forum. We at Calcutta Chamber of Commerce greatly honored that the Economic Development Board has invited Calcutta Chambers to this webinar on investment opportunities in Mauritius. That is, we have just heard about. And about our chamber, we were founded in 1830, 1830. One of the oldest chamber. Calcutta Chamber has been playing a pioneering role in fostering trade and commerce. The membership profile of our chamber comprises engineering, automobiles, farm machineries, steel, textile, jute, tea, plastic, real estate, household products, paper, import and export, IT sector, and other business industries. I understand I belong to the health and wellness industry. You have a great industry of the health and implants there, I find. The relationship between the Mauritius and India is a traditional friendly relationship. India-Mauritius relations are rooted deep in history, culture, economy, and strategic interest. India-Mauritius relations remain strong due to mutual cooperation. Both nations benefit from the trade, security, and cultural ties. In order to develop bilateral relations, the two sides need to strengthen bilateral connectivity as well as infrastructural connectivity. Relations between India and Mauritius have substantially improved and deepened in nearly all the fields. The constant and the frequent exchanges in the ministerial level and between the heads of the government clearly signaling India's growing importance for Mauritius and vice versa. However, the full potential of the relations has not been exploited yet. That is what we believe, which will help open up excellent opportunities for the future. Towards achieving advantageous trade figures, both the nations need to diversify trade with active industry participation. The need of the hour is to systematically create economic opportunities by bringing together industry and people in well-planned localized areas with adequate enabling infrastructure and public services. Calcutta Chamber would like to assure its continued support to the Government and Economic Development Board of Mauritius towards their concerted and organized effort at achieving augmented trade and business between the two great nations. The business delegation of Calcutta Chamber of Commerce represents education, technology and automation, pharma manufacture, distribution and retail, IT transportation by road, agri-commodity, animal feed and its ingredients, real estate, salt refinery and salt trading, distillery plant, tourism, foreign trade consultancy, engineering, advertising agency, manufacturing of seed oil, infrastructure, food processing, and many other fronts are still the applications are pouring in. I'm hopeful that that this business too will see fruitful deliberations on the opportunities for trade, investment, and partnership between entrepreneurs of the Calcutta Chamber and the Mauritius in particular. With these words, I will now conclude, and I invite our team to interact on the further issues which would be of mutual interest. Thank you very much for the wonderful presentation we have just heard about, and we have understood in detail how our industry friends, the growing team can be beneficial for both of us. Yeah.
So thank you very much, Mr. Kejriwal. What should I say? Cook Balo. Cook Balo. Yeah, Cook Balo. Thank you very much.
That's right. So I understand that in principle, we have decided that we could be 15 to 20 strong team members will be joining from Kolkata, and could be tentatively we are planning on 9th or 10th, which you advise, which you suggest us, which because Sunday being Sunday, 10th of August being Sunday, we can reach on Sunday, we can work our meetings from the Monday onwards. This is what our plan is. What we suggest.
You mean 9th and 10th August?
August, that's right.
Yeah. So, yes, once you send me an email, and if possible, the profile of those who will be coming to the meeting, okay?
Right.
And obviously, we'll respond and confirm whether this time shoot us, okay? And obviously come out with a program of work for the delegates. My colleague Vipre, who is here, who looks after the Indian market, will be one of the key person who will be chalking the program and coming to me, of course, and then we'll finalize. Imran also will be here, okay? So I've been given a first list of 17%. So when you confirm it, okay? So we are going, obviously, first confirm for the time period, propose a program of work, okay? And see for more people coming, and then to be more, targeted in the approach, if needs be, getting, people who are interested to meet with you or getting visit to be organized. So once all this, we will see from the level of agency what we can do. What need to be known, where you will be staying. Probably you'll need, from your perspective, since you're a big delegation, a good transport facility to be able to go to the different places. We at the level of DB, our logistic in terms of our premises, our auditorium, our meetings, we are going to organize all that. So it's good to know you are going to be the leader of the delegation, right, Mr. Kishan? Yeah, you are going to be the.
Mr. Kishan Kejriwal is today traveling. I'm Mr. Khandelwal. I'm also the past president of the chamber, and I'm into the health and pharma. Right.
Okay.
And Girish sir, I also suggest you to please arrange a meeting with the ambassador of India in Port Louis.
Yeah, once we get, the confirmation of the date and all, we are going to organize. We
Right.
have a new high commissioner, we call it, okay? And
Right.
we have good working relationship with them. We are going to organize that. No problem.
And we have also written to the Mauritius Chamber of Commerce directly, but they have not responded yet. If you can put a
Okay,
word.
I will talk to him. He's known to me, the Secretary General. Once
Wonderful.
about your dates confirm and see for the meeting you want to have with them. No problem.
And Girish sir, please suggest us the which part of the this thing hotel will be convenient for our movements in your area, in your Port Louis. Which area would be benefit
Yeah. We are in a band. We are in the central. In
Okay.
Mauritius, everything are located in the cities. So if you are
Okay.
based in the central, that would be best. Okay.
Central.
And
Okay.
the business,
Okay.
the businesses are there. They are very good hotel, NEC Park. Voila. Imran can give you a certain direction on that. Okay.
Okay. Okay. And also, we would like to know if there is any special occasion or a special festival in this period there. I'm not sure that between 10th and 15th. 15th is the Indian Independence Day in India. Maybe we could celebrate with the Indian embassy if you don't mind. But any festival
No.
from the Mauritius.
When there's the independence of India,
Yeah.
we have got a beautiful, how you call, Indian ICCR in Mauritius. They organize
Okay.
a very beautiful Indian event. They invite all the Indian diaspora to be present because there are many people from India working in Mauritius. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I'll talk with the ambassador and show that your delegation will be there. Okay.
Okay. And finally, has somebody joined in your India in Delhi head office as an ambassador? Yeah, High Commissioner? Not.
No, not yet. Not yet
Okay.
nominated.
Okay. No
We
issue.
have
No
the
issue.
we have the
No
first
issue.
secretary, which is there. Okay, but
No
the High
issue at all.
Commissioner is not yet nominated.
Anything from Mr. Agarwal, position of Agarwal, or incoming president? Yeah. Future president. Future
Maybe
president.
2 months.
So we are looking forward to meet you in Mauritius, in Port Louis. We are anxious to visit Mauritius. He is from the transport industry. And from logistics sector. Logistics, yeah.
Yeah. I've seen Mr.
Agarwal.
Agarwal and Mr. Purushottam, who are from Jamshedpur Transport Company. Okay, my team, you have sent your website. My team will see to it, and obviously, maybe write personal email to you to ask more questions about what you do, and obviously, we'll ensure to see that you meet the right stakeholder in Mauritius. Really, really.
And my friend Priyanka, she is from the advertisement and hospitality sector. She has some queries. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Very good afternoon, and we are really happy and we are pleased that you have given us such a beautiful presentation and we are dealing with the entire informations. It's just a month away, and we all will be meeting you here in Mauritius. It's about that I am part of the advertising agency. It's ours is an 80-year-old advertising agency. So I would like to work with all the sectors. I would like to promote them back in India, and I'm looking forward to a successful venture with you all. Thank you so much.
Are you Priyanka Chatterjee?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No. I've seen that you are an advertising agency, publicity agency, right?
So we are the oldest advertising agency in Eastern India.
But it's time to have an office in Mauritius. Simple. Since you are very old and you are well experienced, and take advantage to be in Mauritius, and obviously you even connect stakeholders from India to Mauritius, promote from Mauritius to India. Now they are Mauritians travel a lot to India. Indians travel also a lot to Mauritius. So There are many things, need to be discovered, which are untold. But the
Yes.
presence of your agency here will bring you closer to your clients, okay?
Thank you so
Because
much.
clients,
It's my
the
pleasure.
clients
Thank you.
need to know you, okay? People don't know, I've seen from perspective of India also the creativity that you have, in terms of art. You are Bengalis, Chatterjee, you know that. You're very
I'm a
strong enough,
Bengali.
okay?
Yes.
And,
You're
and
very
Girish sir, she is also Rotarian.
Yeah. So welcome. I'll ensure that you meet the Rotarians in Mauritius. I'll organize with one club, with one old club here. I'll organize that you have a meeting with them when you come. No problem.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
And now I request my the president, incoming president, future president, Purushottam Agarwala, to offer you the formal vote of thanks. Please, Veena.
Yeah.
Okay, Veena Gorshia, I wanted to join. She is from the education industry and wanted to say something. Yeah, Veena Gorshia.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to share that almost 10 years ago, I visited Mauritius and I spent a full day on a special tour of NIFT Mauritius. I served on the board of governors at New Delhi at NIFT, and that was the opportunity and the reason for visiting NIFT Mauritius. It was a wonderful experience, and I look forward to visiting again with this delegation and have the opportunity again to visit NIFT and meet all its members.
Yes. You are welcome. I'm happy that you have been to Mauritius. You had a beautiful experience. And now we have to ensure that the experience is even better, so that when you go back home, it's a heart full of love and admiration for Mauritius. And you can proudly say to all your peers and friends, the type of ecosystem, the type of people, and the type of business environment that we are having in Mauritius. And obviously bring closer, the relationship between West Bengal and Mauritius. Okay. Yes, we are very pleased to meet.
Thank you, sir. And incidentally, I'd also like to share that I'm past president of Rotary Club of Calcutta. It happens to
Right.
be
Nice.
the oldest club in Southeast Asia.
Wow. Yes. No, India has got a long story. This is where India has got a long civilization, The oldest religion is in India. What is not, a civilization of more than 5,000 years. The temples are so old, okay? And the buildings, the British buildings in Calcutta are still there. So many things. And like you in Calcutta, we Mauritius, we love football and you love football. So we many things in common, okay? The literature of yours, you have a big passion for the literature. In Mauritius, we have been much more influenced maybe from French literature, but at the end, it's the same thing. It's the heart which is talking. It's about shaping the soul.
So correct.
I'm introducing my friend, Mr. Nevatia. See, he is from the engineering industry. And Mr. Nevatia will talk to you, please.
Yes, good afternoon. We are from engineering industry, mainly connected with power sector, oil, gas. So, and I will be going there. I will try to explore what best can be achieved for the benefit of both the countries. Thank you.
Yes. It's good that I mentioned you from the perspective of energy. We in Mauritius, we are busy adopting new technology in order to diminish the dependency on coal, okay? And we want to find new ways. And I've seen many, new invention comings. And India, maybe you are very strong on solar panel. You are much strong, on different ways to ensure, that there's no leakage in terms of electricity that are produced. You are strong also in a number of engineering products that you manufacture. I tell you a small thing. I saw that with an Indians. They manufacture the bear, okay? Toys, bear. and he was very good in manufacturing the eyes of the bear, which make more attractive. Engineer will know, okay? And he used the type of silicon that he used. And he makes this a big business that is exporting to Europe, okay? So I'm sure with the type of invention that you do in India, and if you are looking to go beyond the boundaries, what's important is markets. And we, through Mauritius, we are taking the opportunity to have obviously a company with a Mauritian identity, taking advantage of all this scheme, export to the region, but export also to Europe, export also to a number of international markets. Yes.
Okay, Giri sir, and finally our president-elect, Mr. Anurag Jhunjhunwala is online. He wanted to have something to say. Mr. Anurag Jhunjhunwala, please switch on your video.
Yeah, my video is already on.
Anurag ji, are you online? Anurag ji? I think we have lost the connection. Okay.
No problem. We'll get the opportunity.
So we offer our formal vote of thanks from our Mr. Agarwal.
Mr. Girish Gopal, Top Council, Director Industry, SME, Freeport and Logistics, Republic of Mauritius. Mr. Imran Colbox, Manager Industry, SME, Freeport, Logistics and Mauritius. Members of Industry, SME, Freeport, Logistics, Mauritius. Colleagues at Calcutta Chamber of Commerce, a shared history has been proved a good foundation for building trust. This has certainly been the case with Mauritius and India. The shared perceptions have provided an unparalleled strong foundation for a bilateral relationship. We are grateful to Economic Development Board for arranging this productive webinar. The member of the Calcutta Chamber of Delegation has learned enormously about Mauritius economy, commerce, culture, and tourism. We offer our sincere gratitude and thanks to Mr. Girish Bhatt for this insightful presentation and valuable thoughts. You have focused on emerging areas of business and stated that growth in bilateral economic engagements was a priority for both governments. India and Mauritius are looking to strengthen bilateral cooperation and increase investments and collaborations. We find that Mauritius is diversifying its economic base by actively promoting emerging sectors. There is scope in various sectors like agro-industry, land-based ocean industry, renewable energy sector, seafood industry, jewelry, manufacturing industry, textile and apparel, construction, public works, environmental service, information and communication technology cluster, logistics and distribution sector, medical services, tourism, property development, among others. I thank the members of the Economic Development Board and members of the Chamber attending this webinar. I now propose a hearty vote of thanks to Mr. Girish Bhatt and request all of you to carry it with acclamation. To conclude, let me once again repeat my gratitude to you all. Thanks.
Mr. Girish,
Yes, I'm here.
we propose to carry Rasgulla from Kolkata for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So I have to also acknowledge the support of my team. We pray here, Imran here, and Yajna here. What's the best way for us to thank you for this collaboration? So I have to do it in folded hands. Namaskar.
Thank you very much. Namaskar. Namaskar.
So we stay in touch, and obviously my team will keep connecting with you, and we try to make your trip to Mauritius a very successful one. Okay, thank you very much, and we stay in touch. And my regards to all your members who have not been able to be online today. And if there's any question or any clarification, they can obviously email to us.
On behalf of our Secretary General, Dr. Tapa Roy, and also convey our regards and best wishes, we are sending detailed minutes with this entire meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Namaskar.
अच्छा हाइदे बाबा जाए यार
Nesse microfone, nesse microfone, não tem.